Herbert. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 25 yards that time.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Here's Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Josh Palmer from 6 yards away. And the Chargers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7.
Jaguars 17, Chargers 7.
Touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown one play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Chargers 7. Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. The Charger drive about to get going.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert out to his left.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down.
On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10.
Their own 37-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now a man open down the middle of the field.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On the counter, Etienne.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Okay.
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Coming up here looking for 4 yards to pick up the first. Lawrence on third down.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Charger drive about to get going. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Herbert now. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Chargers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Hopkins with the extra point. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime. They sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
They go play action now. Lawrence. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Lawrence now off the bootleg. Rolling to his right. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run, too. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now this throw caught left side. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Screen play, here's Etienne. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Well, that wasn't exactly a thing of beauty. I know they completed the pass, but look at the yardage lost. I mean, who does that make happy?
That's why I don't play in PPR points per reception fantasy leagues right there.
You'd be really
You don't deserve
upset,
anything
right?
for that.
But you get credit for it? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Well, I know whoever has this team's defense, they were happy about that play.
Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Play action. It's Lawrence. His pass caught at the 4. And the Jags are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. One more time with Etienne. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Travis Etienne, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me, and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that, so you really give yourself an advantage.
Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, It has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Trayvon Walker in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
Jacksonville surprised a lot of people when they tabbed Trayvon Walker as the #1 overall pick in the 2022 NFL Draft. And they're certainly betting that his athleticism will help him grow into one of the league's elite pass rushers.
The Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Now it's Herbert. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. ETN up the middle.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Good gain there on 1st down and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here we go!
Lawrence will throw. ETN bringing in another one. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jaguars are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game. They've done a great job of doing that.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
We got Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 36. A good pick up there, 20 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36.
Herbert's throw there complete to Allen.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
That's another Chargers first down. First and 10.
Herbert operating from the red zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Chargers are able to cut into that deficit. Now the Charger offense will stay on the field as they'll line up to go for the 2-point try.
And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wondered maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
But they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
That throw into the arms of Allen. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at their 49-yard line.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Here's Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he's got this down to the 35.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it, it's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Come on, set.
And they'll indeed take a knee. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. And they will take a knee here. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a big way. Great job of motivating, even better job of game planning. They were facing a top 10 defense, so they had to make sure that everything was buttoned down, and they had it ready to go, and their guys executed.
Yeah, they were concerned not only about moving the ball through the air, but also on the ground. But both really started to come in sync. So for the Jaguars, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season.